So after 2 months without posting any content, I'm back.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
And this time, I'll be covering an infamous version of someone I've previously covered, with that being the Hulk, but this time from Earth 1610. After reading all of his appearances, it's safe to say he's most definitely one of the strongest characters from the Ultimate Universe, with his only real rivals being Thor, the God of Thunder, The Thing, and Ghost Rider, based on a statement from Nick Fury. Other than that, everyone else is either stronger, such as Zarda and Hercules, or weaker, like Iron Man and Colossus. While this gives us a decent idea on where they would scale from an inverse perspective, I think giving some quantified feats and statements would help place him within a proper tier. So without further ado, let's get to it. First off, I think it would be best to talk about Hulk's lower end feats. He has the standard super low ends, like destroying a building easily and tearing apart a tank. He's also fine after having a plane dropped on him, as he simply jumps away moments later. During the events of Ultimatum, Hulk smashes an artifact from Doctor Strange's sanctum that causes a rather large explosion, and thanks to a calc given to me by my friend Cyber, the tier of this explosion is large town level. But Hulk absolutely tanked this despite being in ground zero. Despite being knocked out, Spider-Man also survived the explosion, and not only is he shown to be terrified of the Hulk, but the latter also shows to scale above him rather easily. Moving on to his better stuff, Hulk was completely fine after being hit by a 1 megaton nuclear explosion. This alone would place him at the baseline for small city level. But we love some consistency, so to add to this, he not only tanks another nuclear explosion in a later story, but also generates seismic activity that Fury states came up at 8.9 on the Richter scale. Now, assuming Hulk only replicated similar damage to an 8.9 earthquake on the surface, a calculation for this feat places it at mountain level. However, since Fury is only assuming Hulk is responsible, it could very well be an actual 8.9 earthquake which releases seismic energy in the low teraton range, or small country level. This is also consistent with a version of Hyperion that generated seismic activity that was equal to a 1 teraton explosion, which could even be seen from space. Now this is important because both Thing and Thor fight this version of Hyperion and are unable to harm him. Hulk himself scales above both of the previously mentioned characters via feats and a statement from Thing in which he implies inferiority to Hulk in strength. I think to round off this section, I'll just mention the time this version of the Hulk acquired the Earth 1610 Infinity Gauntlets, and stated that he was very much capable of destroying universes. He was also easily able to take on the likes of Thor, Invisible Woman, and even Tony's new Hulkbuster. And while he does utilise the abilities of the stones, Sue notes that he wasn't actually trying to use them for the majority of the fight. Moving on to the speed category, sadly this Hulk falls short of the impressive feats and scaling of his 616 counterpart. So instead of being at least MFTL+, we're downgrading all the way down into the realm of bullet timing. The most blatant feat for Hulk is establishing a shield to block tranquilizer darts. We also see that Banner's transformation into the Hulk is able to occur faster than a bullet can reach his body, even after it had been fired from the gun. Entering the scaling side of things, we see that Hulk can fight Thor, with the latter easily being able to react to bullets from a fully automatic Browning M2, which would place his combat and reaction speed within the Supersonic Plus ranges. After researching all of Ultimate Hulk's appearances, I came to the conclusion that he's underrated in terms of both hacks and resistances. First off is the obvious: the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets, aka rage power. He's also stated to have an accelerated healing, and showcases this in his fight with Captain America and Thor, with the latter saying he broke the Goliath's jaw, cracked his ribs, and punctured a lung. However, Hulk shrugs this off by smiling and batting Thor away. His best ability by far is the ability to adapt, which was initially said to be only changes in the environment and chemicals, but Hulk later adapts to a telepathic attack on his body from the leader. As for his resistances, he showcases the ability to fight against mind manipulation, heat manipulation, and power nullification, with the latter being showcased when he resisted a serum specifically designed to revert him back into Banner. Now, I am aware that Hulk 40 is 616 variant, however I for one deem this as an outlier due to the main Universe Hulk being vastly stronger than the one of the topic of this video. After getting resurrected by the Maker, he was also stated to be capable of killing both the High Evolutionary and Galactus, but later on gets one-shot by Blue Marvel with ease. So for the sake of consistency, I didn't grant Ultimate Hulk that line of scaling within this video. I hope you guys like the respect I've attempted to put on Ultimate Hulk's name. If you have any questions about anything in the video, I'm available in various Discords, which I'll be linking in the description. I'd also like to thank Keishu's Garrick for the thumbnail, and lastly I'd just like to ask you all to like and subscribe, so I actually gain more motivation to make more content. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.